Okay, so this is my 2014 Honda CB1000R. I've been riding this all day on this beautiful road, alone actually, because my riding buddy decided to sell his bike for no reason whatsoever. Thanks for that. And I'm pretty much bored, so decided to do a small video about my Honda and the modifications that I made to it, what bike it was and what it is now. And if you're watching this, you probably want to buy this bike and are looking up as much info as you can online. That's the place I was 1 year ago. So yeah, it's a beautiful bike and a beautiful view as well. So let's start with the modifications, I would say. It's pretty cold out here. And yeah, I can't stop looking at my bike. This is so pretty. Okay, let the traffic go by. Okay, so we have bar and mirrors. I do this to every bike I have. It's a must-do modification. I hate factory mirrors. Those are not anything fancy, just got those from Amazon, but they do get the work done. One day we'll probably swap it out for something with a better quality, like Rizoma maybe. And yeah, I see perfectly fine from bar ends, and it's perfectly safe for me. If you think that it's not safe for you, don't go for it just for looks, and stick with the horrid big mirrors. Okay. Yeah, what's next? We have Crg Levers. These are super cool. Once you invest in those, you will understand why they cost so much. Okay, even by touching it, you can tell it's a quality product, and it's very nice when riding it. In the front we have carbon fiber, real carbon fiber front cowl. I didn't want it to paint it or wrap it in carbon. Yeah, so I thought this bike deserves a treat, and I got the real carbon fiber cowl, and just makes the bike look so cool. Yeah, and also matching small indicators. I got those from Revzilla. They again makes the front of the bike with the bar ends look very clean, without anything that's not supposed to be there. What's next? Here we have Cnc machined sliders. I think they fit perfectly well in the overall shape of the bike, and you need to have those on every bike, and no questions asked. So feel free to invest in those. In the back we have well, it's a single seat. We have a rear cowl here. In the back we have tail tidy and small indicators again. This is such an important mod, I think. Well, in terms of aesthetics, I mean, you know, the factory ones would stretch out all the way here, and yeah, you don't want that. And yeah, these indicators with this shape, they look perfect. It looks like it was made just for this bike, and again makes the rear of the bike look super clean. Check this out again. Yeah, this is amazing. fan is that. Okay. Yeah, so tail tidy, small indicators. Let's get to the serious stuff. Or do you wanna hear how she sounds first? Let's hear how she sounds. It's in the gear. Sounds pretty epic. You probably noticed that it doesn't sound like factory CBs. So what did I do to make it sound like this? Well, first of all, we have here a Yoshimura R55 exhaust. This thing is beautiful with this chromed out, and just fits this bike perfectly. And I removed the cat converter because it was very ugly and heavy, and even with this exhaust, the bike still sounded like a scooter. So this bike deserved a lot more, a lot better sound. My friend's CB1000R Hornet sounded a lot better than this. So what I did, and what I think is necessary for this bike, is that I removed the cat. I got the Denmoto cat delete kit. Here you can see how clean it is now, and that's hooked straight to Yoshi R55. Here, hidden inside here, we have Baz's CFI fuel controller, and I have a K&N high airflow air filter. And yeah, after all these modifications, when you tamper with the exhaust and airflow, after these mods, the fueling will be off. You won't necessarily notice anything, but the bike will run pretty lean. The throttle will be twitchy. So if you follow my advice and do these modifications, don't neglect dyno tuning. And that's what I did. After all these mods, I took it to dyno, put it on a stand. I will tell you how much power it made in a second, but first I just want to highlight the fact that dyno completely transformed this motorcycle. After we were done, the bike ran smoothly. It picked up revs easily. The throttle response was amazing, and I just couldn't believe how big of a difference it made. So yeah, please don't forget to do dyno tuning once you complete all these mods. And in terms of power, it made 133 at the wheel, which is around 155, 56, 57 at the crank, which is plenty if you ask me. You really don't need any more power than that. Well, some guys do, but it's I'm not a straight line speed rider. I enjoy corners more. And oh, and we had 113 torque. So yeah, I like to throw this thing around corners, and I was more than happy with the power it made and the sound it made, and just how different it was from the factory one, which You know, when I was looking for this bike, the main complaint I read in the reviews was that everyone said that I'll let this truck go by. Here, check out the view. Everyone said that this bike, you know, while comparing to Triumph Speed Triple or Yamaha FZ1 or Kawasaki C1000, I think. Yeah, everyone said this bike was perfect. It was a typical Honda, no faults with it, best quality, but you know, the engine lacks character. It was they said it was a little bit boring compared to its rivals. I don't know if a liter bike can ever be boring, but it can certainly be less exciting than others, and that makes sense. So yeah, I thought about it. I was like, maybe I should get a triple, or maybe I should get a Yamaha, which is faster and you know, it's crazy. But then I thought, you know, there's something really charming about this bike. First of all, design, and the fact that it works perfect. And I thought I could fix it, this being boring problem, and that's what I did. And I pretty much ended up with a monster. Now I think it will outrun most of its competition, and it will run you know, it will run longer, and yeah, it will be just a perfect bike, which it is for me right now. I have no idea what to move on, probably next CB, but for now I'm more than happy with this beautiful machine. So yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about, and I don't care if you subscribe or not. I'm just doing this for whoever is looking for this bike and to buy this or to modify it, and maybe this will be helpful for someone. So yeah, I'll put the links of the products that I got in the description, and if you have any questions, just throw me a comment and I will answer it. In terms of I cannot review it while riding because I don't have a mic set up and, you know, all this shit you need to do a review or whatever. So I will just tell you that this bike this bike handles like a dream. You will never feel its weight. It feels like 600. The torque is always there, which is amazing for a four-cylinder. You know, when you have to really rev it out, you just don't need to do that on this bike. And I will probably take it for a track day, probably next season. So yeah, I would highly recommend this bike, and especially if you follow and do the modifications that I did. And one more thing, if you are thinking of getting new tires, I recommend Metzeller's. They are better than Pirelli or Michelin or whatever you, certainly Dunlop. Well, at least for me. Okay, ride safe everyone, and throw me a question if you're interested about something about this bike. Later.